Hey peeps. Um, Thanks a million for being here. I'm over the moon. I kind of half noticed it there one day that I had gone to 700, and then I kind of forgotten about it, to be honest with you, because I was thinking about, you know, doing my daily reading or whatever. And it was Frank then commented and said it that I was on the 701, so I was delighted with myself. I have to show you something that's really cute. Hey Sandy. First of all, I'm going to say hi to everyone that's come in. So Heather was on first, I believe. So hey Heather. Yes, Heather was on singing. That was it. I was singing along while I was reading it, I have to say. Hey Fatima. We have, I'm just looking for my scrolly thing. There it is. So we have Heather, Fatima, Frank is here. Hey Frank. And then we have Moira D. And we have Sandy. Yeah, I'm on 701. I was delighted, lads, when I saw that. Um, while I was waiting to go live, I was admiring how beautiful and curly my hair is, lads. Hey, Amanda. I was just looking at all the curls in my hair, and because my hair was, I was like Annie, from the movie with the really tight head of curls when I was a child. So look, I have to show you this. Look, I just found this in my phone for you. Look, I think I was 2 or 3 in this. From 700 to 1K, let's get Jackie there. Yeah. I'm going to have to start doing a lot more lives, you see, to get myself up. But look how cute I was, lads. Look at my beautiful dress and my shoes and everything. My aunt probably got me them in the UK. Hey, Viviani. I love this picture. That's my brother. One of my brothers. I know, right? I love my adorable curly hair. And I see that curl. I still get that. Like if I was out now and it was quite wet, this would go really curly here and it would just hang down there, you know? Yeah. And lads, I went to visit a friend of mine today. Look, I have to show you this. This one. And then I'll talk about my live after that. But look at these. So my friend already has 2 huskies. They're called Christopherson and Felicity. And yesterday she took these in to foster. They actually have homes. I think they're going to Sweden, if I remember correctly. But she's fostering them until they're old enough to have all their injections and everything, and then they're going to be, shipped over or flown over or however they do it. So these 2 are called Winter and Maple. They're only, I don't know, 3-4 months old. Husky puppies. They're just divine. I don't know if was it a bit too bright, but they're just beautiful. Look at them babies. Oh, I was weak today when I went to visit them. So yeah, that's the puppies that I saw today. So I thought what I'd do on this live for a change is, now I do have my PayPal link there scrolling. If anyone fancies, there's absolutely no obligation, lads, but if anyone fancies sending a couple of euro tip, that would be greatly appreciated. I do have up in the description that it will go towards buying myself something for nice for Christmas. I do not have anything in mind so far. I've been trying to keep away from looking at new decks because I have a few for sale. So yeah, I'm going that way now instead. But sure, look, there's lots of other beautiful spiritual things that I could get myself. When I visited my friend actually today, lads, she did say she recently purchased the house. She's American. She's living in my hometown. She's beautiful. I met about her. But she did say that a room in her house will be available soon for me to use if I want for my tarot classes and workshops and stuff. So that's amazing because it's a beautiful room. It's not too big at all, but it's very old fashioned. The stone wall is visible and there's beautiful um library kind of shelves around 2 sides of it. It's just amazing. Heather, I'm obsessed with my tarot tiles. I have them in this. So I have this beautiful little bag. So it's quite heavy because obviously 78 wooden tiles. So what I do, because Karen was asking this now, Karen isn't here, but Karen was asking this, so if she watches back, she'll see it, or if she pops in, I'll tell her again anyway. But so the zip is kind of halfway, so I just put my hand in and I shuffle away. So what do we all here need to know right now? I'll grab one. Ah, lads, I love it. So we have the strength card. So lads, we all need to work on our own strength today, our own inner strength, it's not always about physical strength, even though this is the image of a woman kind of taming a lion and she's kind of physically holding him. But it's more so to do with inner strength. It can also be about courage, the courage to kind of, and conviction to go ahead and do what it is you want to do, you know. You could be saying forever, I'm a big procrastinator a lot of the time, but we can be saying forever that we want to do things and not getting up or off our arse and actually doing them. So the strength card now is telling us, hey, Rain, you're not very, very late at all, because I only started, 6 minutes ago? Thanks a mil, Rain. That's a good card. We have to be strong nowadays. Absolutely. For a million and one reasons, you know, for ourselves, for other people, for everything. The last show I popped into this morning, Robin was talking about the strength card. Wow. I love that. The shape is amazing, Moira. She does have rectangular ones as well. I'm here. Where's my party hat and cake? I love it. Hey, Stephen. Stephen's here, lads. So we have 2 men in the house. So as Rain would say, hey, ladies, and Frank and Stephen. So we have the 2 boys here. I love it. So strength card, like, lads, for now. Now what I'm going to do, I will pull a few more at the end, right? But I want to try and finish up. You know, I only like to do the hour anyway, lads, right? But at 7 o'clock, and I have it shared on my community tab. Simon of the Hermit's Cave is doing his weekly cup of catch up and cards on his channel. So I have it shared on my posts. So I want to try and finish up here so that we can go over there and hang out with I was going to say Stephen, with Simon, mother of God, all the names. So yes, they were, Heather, that's on, they're more expensive on Etsy. They're cheaper on her website. The rectangular ones are 300 on her website, and the hexagonal ones are 275. They're both more expensive on Etsy. Etsy takes a lot more, I'd say. I presume you've a charge to pay Etsy for selling things, maybe. So they are cheaper on her website. My brain. So I paid 266, including shipping. Everyone is saying congratulations to me on your retirement. I haven't retired. I left one job and I found a new job before I obviously gave in my notice at my last job. But she gave me some lovely money and a present when I finished up. So I treated myself to these. They're just divine, lads. You might, if you haven't seen me showing them with Jamie Sawyer, I had Jamie Sawyer on the live. Here's the backs of them. So she has the mandala design on the back, and there's a sigil with her initials on it, which is on all her cards anyway. So I just love these. I'm in love with the ones you have, Jackie. Yes, I just thought the hexagonal ones were just that bit more fancy than the rectangular ones, you know, just the way you can put them together in a kind of a honeycomb shape, you know. So hey, Maya and Steph are here. So yeah, we have Maya, Steph, we have Stephen, we have Fatima, we have Heather, we have Amanda, we have Rain, we have Moira D, Frank. Just scrolling up now again to make sure I have not missed anyone, lads. Viviani, yeah, Viviani. So what I want, and Sandy. So what I want to do is, I have a banner ready. I'm getting as bad as not as bad as Rain loves her that's the wrong word altogether. Rain loves her banners. I do love my banners too. So like I said, I have my PayPal scrolling here if anyone feels like donating €1 or 2, lads. Oh, Delia, how are you? I almost called you Crystal. It's okay, girl, whatever. I know you were on here before. Remind me where you're from, Odelia. And I hope that's how you pronounce your name properly. So I'm going to stick up a banana. A banana. Oh my God, lads, my brain. I'm going to stick up a banner because I decided I'd kind of make a little kind of a topic for us to do before I pull some more cards near the end. So we're 10 minutes in, so we have 50 minutes left, and I'm going to, no, 40 minutes left, and think about Simon will be live because I'm going to jump over there to him then. Ah, your sister, I love it. Yes, that's right. I've just gotten a text from someone. Gotcha. I love the way you can put a scrolling banner and then a normal one, you know. I had a banana in my cereal this morning, lol. Oh, isn't that cool? I love it. I must have been channeling you, so Heather. So lads, I've put up a banner. Ask me questions about my tarot YouTube channel. So yeah, go for it. If you want to ask me anything about it, I was going to start going into the when I started and all the rest of it, but I'll stop myself because I'll leave you ask me stuff about it. I'm so happy I joined YouTube. I mean, I was watching obviously for a few years before I ever thought about posting anything, but I was really happy when I did start posting it. So if you want to ask me questions, right, about me and tarot and how I got into it and all the rest of it, and or my YouTube channel, work away. So I'm going to stare them as they come up just so I don't forget anything. Hello, Cosmic Orphan. How are you, buddy? I'm looking for the stair. Oh, bloody hell, everything keeps moving. Hold on, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to stare it. Oh my God. Things are moving too quickly for me. Stop posting a sec. I can't keep up with you. Stare. There we go. And your walls are kind of banana colored. That's good. This and this. Right. Okay. So I'm just going to go over here and I have a few stars just to keep me going there, first of all. So, first one, how many decks do you have? I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't have more than 15 because I buy decks and if they're still there in 6 months and I haven't kind of used them, unless if they're gifted, I keep them. But like if I buy decks myself thinking I love them and I don't vibe with them, then I just move them on. You know, I either gift them or I sell them on, whichever, through a few different Facebook groups and stuff. So yeah, that's how many decks do I have. I wouldn't have more than 15. That's tarot. I'd have more or less the same oracle. But I'm more into my tarot. I'm obsessed with my tarot. So the next one, I have a question. When the hell are you going to find time to do live readings together? Lol, we've been trying to get this together for months now. It's not been months, you're exaggerating. How about we go for next week? I already have Wednesday night booked with Heather to do the Queen of Swords, Queen's Chamber series with Heather. So that's Wednesday next week, and we've TTT Tuesday. So if we want to decide now whether we want to do Monday, Thursday, or Friday, I can't do it after. I definitely wouldn't do it after TTT because that would be going on too much for me. You know me, I like to kind of stick to the hour. I get a bit knackered after that. So I can't be going from TTT to going straight into readings, you know. So let me know what night would suit you, girl. Heather, are you going to do a possible Zoom class for learning tarot? I learned so much from you already. Yes, I know we've been talking about that for ages. Rain has also been saying it to me. I do need to sit down and figure out Zoom. You know my story with YouTube. I sat down with this, it's not a laptop, it's a Chromebook on my bed in my room with the TV on. So I had a video on YouTube on the telly explaining how to go live on YouTube, which I was following along with on my Chromebook. So that's how I got going with using YouTube. So I'm pretty sure I could probably do the same with Zoom. So I just need to get off my arse and do it. So I will absolutely do that as soon as possible because that is something I would love. So yes, Heather, that needs to be on my top priorities now, really. One thing is booking in with my friend Cece now to start doing classes and tarot workshops and stuff like that. And the other thing is to get onto Zoom because I'm doing pretty okay now with YouTube and StreamYard. So Zoom is next. And Frank asked, are you ever nervous on YouTube, Jackie? No. I was a slight bit the first time because what I did was and you've probably heard the story anyway, but the first time I recorded, well, first of all, on my YouTube channel, I recorded crystals that I'd picked up it was stones with crystals embedded in them from the side of a mountain, and I just filmed them and I put it up on YouTube. And the very next day I thought, cop yourself on, put yourself on the camera, and I did. So the first few videos were to do with, I think I'd already gotten my Moldava at the time, so I was doing kind of videos talking about my crystals and stuff and how I was feeling with them and all the rest of it. And then I started going into then the pandemic happened and I started posting up the daily cards to kind of cheer people up a bit. And then it was only August last year, which was 2023. So August 2023 that I decided to do my first live after I'd figured it out through watching a YouTube tutorial, which was great. So I'm going to go back to my live there now. Hey, Karen. Karen's here. I have to run, dear. Back to editing. Hugs. Talk to you later. Bye, Rain. Mwah. So I just want to check and see if I have any more questions. I heard Jackie was going to teach a Thoth deck. Yeah, good luck with that. You're funny. I'll let you know, Jackie. Next week is shopping week too. I'll message privately. Perfect. Okay, so I'm caught up there. So you need some good mods, lol. I have plenty of mods by. What are you on about? Can I do it here? I can. No, I can't. Okay. I thought I could do it here. Yes, thanks, Adelia. How about you? Right, I'll let you know, Jackie. So excited for Wednesday. Yes, we're on for Wednesday. So myself and Rain and Heather will be back on Tuesday with TTT, and then Wednesday I'm doing a live with Heather, which will be the Queen of Swords. Wonderful. I need to brush up on my skills. I'm still learning Zoom myself. I just want to stick this up here. I just paid for a year subscription and still have not sat down to learn how it all works. You see, I don't believe, Amanda, in paying for stuff. So like I'm on the free StreamYard, which is great. You can have like 6 people on. I don't record videos and post them. So I record videos on my phone and post them to YouTube, but as in I don't want to use StreamYard to record. I know I have a couple hours on StreamYard anyway in the free version to record and post, but I just don't be bothered. I use StreamYard just for lives, because once you do your live, it's up on YouTube anyway, so I couldn't be bothered recording stuff and then on my, I think it says 2 hours on the free version. So yeah, I don't pay for StreamYard. I don't pay for YouTube. I put up with the ads or skip what I can. And I don't want to pay for Zoom. So I don't know how many people I'm allowed to have on Zoom. But realistically with Zoom, when you have different people on the screen and you're all chatting away together, I would like to keep it smaller anyway for classes, especially to kind of just get a bit more interactive with a smaller class, So yeah. So what else do we have? Love to the hooligans and baby Oscar. Oh, yeah. Won't be teaching Thoth and still not into pip decks, Stephen. You're not going to convince me, I'm afraid. I'm over here, sweetheart. Thank you for asking. Just catching up on the chat, lads. Everyone's saying hello and goodbye to each other. So after my show with Karen tomorrow afternoon, I have to cancel my StreamYard subscription and go back to free. Too fucking expensive. Yeah. I couldn't be bothered. When you can do a certain amount, like on a live or whatever, without paying for it, then that does me. So, lads, does anyone have any other questions for me in relation to me and tarot, as you can see in the banner here, or my YouTube channel? I believe it's only 30 minutes at a time is free from Zoom. Okay. And any idea, Amanda, how many people you can have on? I've had several class hours on Zoom in astrology level, but never laid it on my end. Free Zoom used to be great, much more limited now. For us, maximum 2 people for 30 minutes. What? Feck it. So, okay, I'm gonna have to, I'll have to yeah, I'm gonna have to sit down and look into it properly. What is about tarot that interested you the most? Thanks, Miss Marmalade. Oh, it's awesome. You the most, Jackie, over the other forms of divination. Do you know what? It's just, for me, oracle cards, which are generally 44 cards, that just isn't enough cards. I just wanted a lot more cards, but I love just the fact that there's an actual system, with the majors and the minors. Like the majors being things that are going to happen that you can't avoid or you can't change, and the minors being daily events that we all go through that you can change through kind of better decision making and stuff. Do you know what I mean? So, but the more extra cards is a big thing, because I mean, I know sometimes you can get yes. So Karen, I said this before you came in. So I have the tiles in this bag, okay, and there's a zip from here to here on the top. So hey, Miss Tarot D. So I just put my hand in and I just shuffle them around like mad. Lads, this is a major SMR when you're shuffling these. I just freaking love listening to them. I don't know if you can hear them. Can you hear them, lads? Double majors deck. Is there such a thing? So yeah, I just keep shuffling and then I pull one out. There's actually 2 stuck together somehow. So we have the 9 of, the 9 of Swords. Hold on now. What's going on with my camera? The 9 of Swords. Oh, that's cool, Jackie. Like putting gems. Yes. Yeah. Absolutely. And the Page of Wands. Lads, I love these. Now, there was another question up here that I'm just going to fly back up to. So we have Miss Tarot D came in. So that was your question I answered. I just want to make sure I didn't miss anything else. Yeah, I have to look into Zoom, lads. How do you pull from your tile deck? Hi, Jacket Crystal Moon. Good afternoon, dear. My question is, how did you become so lovely? Oh, geez, lads, I was born that way. Lads, you won't believe me, but until I was approximately 17 years old, I was the quietest, shyest human being ever. I don't know, you're probably thinking, oh, she's full of shite. But it was true. And what happened was, because I was bullied by other little shits all through primary school and in secondary school. But when I was 17 in school, one day all the Oh my God. Tara Stash. Hey, Gerald. All the rugby players, one day we were out in the schoolyard at break time and all the rugby players started fighting. And one rugby player threw one other rugby player, lads, all lads in my class. And I got sandwiched between a rugby player and a fireproof door. And do you know when you kind of get a shock and you don't feel pain? I turned around and I started punching and kicking and screaming and effing and blinding. And the vice principal of the school was standing only a couple of yards away from me. And she just stood there. She didn't say a word and she just let me at it. And after that, people started to show me a bit of respect and everything changed. And I haven't stopped talking since, basically. So, oh, sorry to hear that, Jackie. I was terribly bullied as well. Yeah. And actually, there was one child in, God, we were only about 5 years old, and there was one a child bullying me, and we were at our sports day. That was it, and she was, I don't know, saying nasty things to me or whatever. And my parents were there because parents are allowed at the sports days to watch their kids, you know. And my father, I don't remember it because I was only 5 or something, but my father always told me this story over the years, and my mother, that my father overheard her saying whatever to me, and he said something along the lines of "F off, you effing knacker," and that quietened her for a while too. Speak your truth, Jackie. Everyone, yeah, absolutely. Sandwich between rugby players, yeah. Yeah, they were good-looking lads too, but it wasn't that much fun for me. Although I did very much enjoy beating the shit out of them. Yeah, I did. I have to say. So I need to scroll back up a bit here because you're all going bloody mad with the chat. Oh, it's like pulling charms. Yes. Other than your channel, do you have a favorite tarot channel? Jesus, Sandy, I have absolutely loads. So all the peeps here in chat who do content on their own channels. So Gerald, Karen, Heather, Rain, Miss Tara D, Amanda. Um, did I miss anyone? Fatima posts. All my peeps. I love them all. There is a few other ones that I watch readings belong to. Charlene Lizette is fab. Simon of The Hermit's Cave. Lads trying to remember names and channel names is great crack. That's why I wanted to keep my first name in my channel name so that people wouldn't have to be asking, oh my God, what's her name again? Now, someone did send me a lovely document with a whole list of channel names and their first names, which was great. But yeah, I have absolutely loads of favorite channels. Loads, 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 loads. Oh, Heather put up the link for the tarot tiles. Thanks a million for that. Howdy, Jack is Crystal Moon. Hi, all in chat. How are you, Gerald? I hope I haven't missed any questions. I'm just scrolling down through now just to make sure. We saw the cute childhood photo evidence, lads. Not everyone saw that. I'm going to show it again. Will I? Will I show it again? If I can find it. Because it is a very cute picture, in fairness. Much better now, I won't be able to find it. Give me a sec. Oh, here we go. Lads, look at me when I was about 2 years old, I think. That's actually around the time that I did this. You can't really see it. See my, oh my God, where is it? See my mad scar here? You can't really see it, but I have a cool scar. Right about when I was this age, because I was in that dress in a photograph when my hand was all bandaged up. I did what all farmer children like to do, and I climbed over. There was a stack of slates from the roof on standing against the wall in the barn, and Crazy Jackie decided to climb over them and cut my hand open. No one say the S word; it's a bit gross. And I got a few stitches. Good few, Jackie. Put them in their place. Jackie's story just gave me a flash to Heartstopper, a must-watch show, by the way. Heartstopper, is that on Netflix? Because I only have YouTube and Netflix. We don't have TV channels. Yes, Stephen has a channel, obviously, yes. I have been dropping hints at Stephen for quite a while to do a live with me. He has not agreed yet. He's very bold. Lots of cool deck flip through. Yes, he does. Ooh, that's a nice document to have. Everyone's, names associated with the channels. It is. Because I like to know people's first names. I mean, I love, obviously, people's channel names are cool, but I like to call people by their first names. Especially when people have long channel names, and it's because you know yourself, you can't tag someone unless you have the channel name exact. When you do the at and person's channel name, if you don't do the capitals where there's capitals, or if you don't do like a hyphen where there's a hyphen and whatever, it won't tag them. So it's a pain. So I do like to know people's names. Oh, you were one of my favorites too, Jackie. Oh, thanks, guys. We can send you that, Gerald, if you want. It's great to have the list of names. How long have you been reading tarot? Right. So in January 2018, I ordered a tarot deck by mistake. So tarot came to me, technically. I thought I was ordering an oracle deck. I Googled animal oracle decks because I had in my head that I wanted an animal deck. I saw beautiful images. I ordered the deck. And I think it was the next day when I thought, oh, wait, that's 78 cards. That's not an oracle deck at all. And then I thought, wait, I don't even know how to read tarot. So a couple of days later, I was sitting at school in the car reading a Kyle Gray angel book. And he was telling a story where he was explaining to a guy to call on Archangel Michael and Archangel Gabriel for guidance in his own life. So I thought, right, Archangel Michael, Archangel Gabriel, guide me towards someone who could teach me how to read tarot, because I had no clue that there was anyone in my town that did tarot. Literally 5 minutes later, I got out of the car, went across the road to school to collect a child, my child probably actually at the time, and got talking to a friend of mine. And I was chatting to a friend of mine by text about angel classes that we were signed up for. And my friend said, "What's so funny?" I says, myself and my friend are just chatting. I said, "We're signed up for angel classes." She said, "Are you into all that kind of stuff?" I said, "I am, yeah." I said, "I just bought a tarot deck and I don't even know how to read tarot." And she says, "Are you shitting me?" She said, "I'm a certified tarot reader and teacher." She said, "I'm actually in the middle of organizing a tarot workshop." So about a week later, I did a tarot workshop with her, got hooked on YouTube watching readings, lives, deck reviews, all that kind of stuff. And yeah, so I'm hooked since January 2018 is how long I've been reading tarot. So that's that question answered. It was just amazing. Like the fact that I accidentally ordered a tarot deck and then found a tarot teacher a couple of days later was just all proof that it was meant to be, that the timing was right. Stephen has so many decks, Karen, he does. Yeah. Stephen, do you keep them all, or like are you a collector, or do you do readings for people or anything? I don't even know that. It was absolutely meant to be, yes. Um I broke my left thumb in my dad's truck door when we went to Burger King. Lolly told me to stay inside, but Heather had to have it her way. Lol, oh God. I remember when we were children, I'm the eldest of six, and we had an Opel Kadett car, which was a car with a big boot. So because there was six of us, three of us would be in the back seat, obviously, and three of us flying around in the boot. But I remember one day myself and my brother jumped into the boot. We were told, to wait for the rest of them to be ready or whatever, but we ran out and jumped into the boot, and I grabbed I don't know what they were called, these two metal bits. One they kind of went like this when the boot came down, and I grabbed that to pull the door in, and I can't remember which fingers, but I jammed two of my fingers in anyway. It was gross. Yeah, yeah. Technically, tarot is an oracle with a standard structure. True. Did Cosmic leave? Did someone scare him away? Stephen? Calling Stephen. Calling Stephen. You have questions. He could be still here. He might be just gone shy maybe because we were talking about him. Technically tarot is an oracle. Yeah. Yeah. I just love the fact that there's so many more cards than a kind of a standard oracle deck. And the fact that there is the system, with the majors and the minors and that. And the different suits, obviously. And I love there's kind of more to the images really in tarot. More little details, more symbolism, all that kind of stuff. That was a question I would like to have known the answer to. I think he did miss Tara D. He took the second stair and straight till morning. Maybe he did. Maybe he abandoned us. Did he say goodbye and we missed it? Maybe. I don't think I missed it. I tried to talk and keep an eye on the chat at the same time so that I kind of don't miss anyone leaving. So I hope I didn't miss him leaving. Just take that off there a second. Scroll up a bit. And as my grandmother, my mother's mother was, why is it highlighting stuff? The love of God. My mother's mother read, I always assumed it was tarot cards, but it was playing cards she read. And my mother said she was incredible. She said sometimes people wouldn't come back to her because they were so just freaked out by the stuff she'd tell them, just from playing cards. Like, I definitely need images, though. I couldn't read. I wouldn't even try. I don't want to try, I love tarot. Just give me a flash to Heartstopper. I'm going to have to check that out. Heartstopper. So, what time of the day have we? 10 to. So I want to finish up in the next 10 minutes because, like I said, I want to jump over to Simon Live. His Cuppa Catch Up and Cards, which is his weekly Saturday show. I always go back to RWS when I get a different deck. Best one to learn from, I think. Yeah. Absolutely. I have gotten decks that were too far different from the traditional RWS imagery, and I just couldn't take to them, and I ended up selling them on. I'm just so obsessed now with the traditional RWS. Do you practice any other esoteric arts or Wicca? Well, I have loads of different things. Like I have tarot, I have oracle, I have rune stones that I don't really know. Well, I have runestone cards as well, actually. Yeah, a beautiful deck that I got from France, I believe it came from, which I do need to kind of use more and kind of get a bit more used to the runestones, because my maiden name is Viking, and I'm sure you've all seen my my Viking stickman tattoo. That's 4 rune letters that when I pulled these letters in a reading, she made them into this sigil for me, and I said, "Oh my God, that is perfect next tattoo." So I got that. So for me, it's my Viking tattoo, my Viking stickman tattoo, because I am Viking. But I have God, what else do I have, lads? I have pendulums. I got a pendulum board recently. I do have, now I haven't used it yet, but I did get what's it called? A scrying mirror. It's a little wooden, it's only about that size, a piece of wood with a black mirror then onto it, So I haven't kind of used that yet, really. But what else do I have? Oh my God, I have loads of crystals. I have. Anyone else know what else I have, lads? My God, I have so much stuff. I do have loads. I do have loads of different esoteric things. I love that tat. Yeah, I love it. It was when I got this tattoo that says Mama underneath it. That's supposed to be half of a mother-daughter tattoo. So when I got this tattoo done, she also did the runestone reading for me, which then led to this tattoo, I'm trying to think, I have other stuff, Miss Charity. I have so much stuff. I have a Yon coin, which I only got started this year at a car boot sale. There was a guy with loads of different coins, and I found a few witchy ones, and I bought them all off him. There was one with there was an Egyptian one with like a pharaoh and a pyramid on one side, and on the other side there was, I don't know, something else Egyptian. I love my own coin from you, Jackie. Yeah, it's the exact same one as the one I have. I had gotten that at a car boot sale, and I got a beautiful one with all the star signs on one side and something else on the other side. So I got three beautiful esoteric coins at that. I must see if I can find more of the Egyptian ones, Heather. Yeah. I got the ones that I sent to you in rain. I got online, so I must look for more spiritual ones. But those Yon ones are the job. I love them. Absolutely beautiful. Believe it or not, when I started learning tarot, I despised the RWS. I just couldn't get with the imagery at all. But it was only when I got the Radiant, what am I saying? Ra Hey, Ange, the Radiant. Is it the Radiant Rider Waite? The really brightly coloured one. Um, that I then started to kind of grow a love for the Rider Waite Smith. I know I'm obsessed with it, and I can't kind of be dealing with anything else. Thanks, Ange. One more question, if you don't mind. When will you have Danilo Sonino on your channel again? Isn't he? I love Danilo. Do you know what happened now? A couple of months ago, I asked him, and he was all for doing it, and then at the last minute, he didn't. I think he went a bit shy on me because before he did the live with me, like he had told me that he'd never even posted his own videos on YouTube or done any lives or anything, right? So he was telling me how nervous he was, and I said, "Look, you'll be absolutely fine." And then when we were backstage, it was so funny. We were backstage. He'd even remember he'd cut his hair and he'd shaved and he'd all sorts for the live with me, right? And he actually, when we were backstage, he says, "Should I go on screen from this side or this side? Which is my better side?" And he was doing all this and he was acting like not a bit shy. And I was like, "I cop yourself on now." I says, "You look great." I says, "Just look at the camera. You'll be grand." And we had a big laugh about it. And he did, like after the live, then backstage, he did say how much he enjoyed it and he'd love to do it again and blah, blah, blah. And then, yeah, I was going to have him on a couple of months ago to do something. Now, I did whatever live it was myself, but I was hoping to have him on as a special guest because he's a wealth of knowledge on everything, it seems. So I was looking forward to having him on, but he got a bit shy on me and backed out. So, but I will do my best to get him back on because he is lovely. Yeah, I love Danilo. I'm just checking my text in case it's one of my children. Uh, so, wait now till I have a look. You can, and come here, you can ask all the questions you want, Miss Tarody. That's what we're here for. If we run over a bit, lads, it doesn't matter, but I was just thinking it would be nice to, it would be nice to check out Simon's live, but there's no mad rush, lads. If we want to keep talking, if you want to keep asking me questions, please do. You're quite grand yourself, my dear. So he did say that he's shy, yes. He's like an Italian version of Ramon. Absolutely, isn't he? Yeah. I did really enjoy having Danilo on. So yeah, Miss Tarody, if you have any more questions, fire away. I don't mind a bit. That's what I'm here for. I kind of had it in my head that I'd, check out a different live. But if people want to ask me questions, ask away. We're here for my celebration of my 700 subs. Well, 701 now. So I love chatting away anyway about my tarot and my YouTube channel and all my spiritual stuff. So I'm very excited. Can I ask about the blue cutie on the wall hanging behind you, Skitten? That is, what does it say on it? Gaslight Gatekeep Girl Boss. This is my daughter's bedroom. You see, the light is much better in her room than it is in my room. Mine's a dimmer one, but even up full, it's not dark. It's not bright enough. So I do my lives in her bedroom. So that's her wall hanging thing. So don't ask me what movie or whatever that thingy is from. So that's that question. Do you connect with your work with the Fae in your area? With our work with the Fae in your area? You didn't, and no. That's something I don't even know much about really. And it's funny because I grew up out home. There's actually, according to maps, there was a fairy fort on our land, but it's not there. It hasn't been in all our lives of us, being there. But it's on OS maps from a few hundred years ago. So obviously someone came in there at some point and bulldozed it away or whatever. But there's a full one, which is the only full one on our island in the field behind us. And as children, we were always climbing over the ditch to get in to check out the fairy fort. We were always fascinated with it. But it's not something I've ever even researched or anything, So, do you have a unicorn deck, one that's elusive that you want to add to your collection? Um, God. So isn't this I've heard people talk about unicorn decks. When I was first asked this, which was by Benny on his on a recording with him, I I was silly. I thought he actually meant a unicorn deck. And I was like, no, 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 I don't have a deck of unicorns. But then he explained to me what it actually meant. But I believe, doesn't it also mean an elusive deck that you want to add to your collection, and one that's like kind of very hard to get, kind of out of print and all the rest of it? There isn't really um, nothing that extravagant that I would pay a fortune for. Like the most I've spent now is on this. Like this is a one. Like who commented on my? I think was it Maya? Was or Karen? Oh, it could have been Karen. Karen or Maya said on my channel how this will be like a family heirloom, my tower tiles, which is absolutely true. Like these, like if I was running out of the house now, if there was a fire, not that I ever say things like that, but if I had to save something, I'd be saving my tower tiles, and I'd try and make sure I grabbed the actual deck as well. But they were just something that I really wanted for quite a while, but I never even acknowledged that. Oh my God. Thank you. I just got a beautiful donation. Thank you so much. I I wanted them for a while, but I never kind of thought about it too much until when I left my job, my last job, and got a lovely surprise of some nice money and treated myself to those tarot tiles. So many amazing Fey elementals and Celtic goddesses connected to Ireland. I know, yeah. The two of the Dana, yeah. Yeah. I have, like, I do watch a lot. I should watch more. I tend to, it's funny, I tend to watch Egyptian documentaries on YouTube. But I should start looking more into Irish ones, shouldn't I, really? Yeah. True that, true that. I didn't realize it was a celebration. Big, big congratulations, my dear. Thank you so much, Miss Tarady. Mwah. You're the best. And I just saw the notification on my phone as well. Question: what is the biggest lesson you have learned with having a YouTube channel, being a part of an online community? Interesting. So, to be brutally honest, I've come to realize that not everyone in the spiritual community is as nice as all of us peeps here. There are spiritual people out there who, I don't know, how would I put it? I mean, there's plenty of people out there kind of pretending to be nice and stuff. Um, like I had a situation at the start of the year. Obviously, I'm not going to say names because I did say, look, I'm not going to talk about this to anyone, but I did have someone come to me and ask me to join them for a live on their channel. And long story short, that person obviously had never even looked at my channel because that person thought I was someone completely different. Because it was cancelled 3 times first for reasons that I could understand, and that was grand. But when it was rescheduled for the third, fourth time, whenever it was, the live was actually scheduled for someone else with someone else. So that person didn't even know what I looked like or what country I was in. So I just sent back an email and I said, look, I'm sorry now, but this live ain't going to happen. I said, when I ask people to join me for a live on my channel, it's because I know them, I watch their channel, I love their content. I want to chat to them and get to know them even better, or do readings with them, or whatever it is the live is for. And I said, I know what they look like, and I put this in capital letters just to kind of drive it home, you know. And to be honest, I got this fake apology, and I just said, look, all right, whatever, we're done, you know. So that was the biggest lesson that I learned having a YouTube channel, is that just because people seem lovely doesn't always mean that they are, you know. And there was even a name popped up recently on a few people's videos, and it just seems that that person is kind of out for what they can get. So I did kind of contemplate contacting one of my very good friends and YouTube subscribers, someone who's here, and just say, look, watch out for that person, because I kind of feel like they're showing up on our videos and stuff just to, because you know the way those of us who were great friends and send each other little gifts and this kind of business, this person just seems a bit iffy, you know. So you do have to have your wits about you at the same time on YouTube, as amazing as Tarot Tube is, as we call it. um and I love every single one of you who are here, and I thank you for being on this live to celebrate my 700 with me in that. And for always been on the lives, and you know, commenting on my daily videos and all the rest of it. It all means so much, but you just have to be aware of people too at the same time. You know, you do have to have your wits about you. So I would have to say that is the biggest lesson learned, you know. And I like too when people come to me and just give me a little warning about people too, you know. Um, it's just nice to kind of have a bit of advice from people now and again too, you know. What was the first deck that you accidentally bought, and do you still use it? No, I've sold it on. Um, it was, what was it called? I should know this. The Spirit Animal Tarot or something. Um, I think that's what it was called. It's one that everyone has seen anyway. It's kind of knocking about for a long time. Wait, let's see. A deck that's hard to find. Yeah, there's nothing really, you see, that's hard to find um that I really want. No, I would love to visit Ireland. Do, girl. I think you mean, Heather, Fermanagh, I think is what I think. I know we were talking about it before. I think it's Fermanagh is where your crowd are from. Yes, I did see that. Thank you. You're the best. No, it did come through. Love it. Mwah. So, what else? Spiritual egotism. Yeah, yeah. And you know what? Yeah, you do remember that, Heather. And I was so proud of myself because I did kind of fight. I had a bit of a Five of Wands moment in relation to that situation at the start of the year. I was like, will I do it? Um, because that person had contacted me saying, you know, I'll have you on my channel, it'll get you out there more, it'll get you more subscribers and meet some of my gang and all the rest of it. And I appreciated the idea behind it. But having said that, that's not why I do lives, either by myself or with other people. I'm not doing it thinking, oh, I'll get loads more subscribers there now if I do a live with Gerald because he is way more than me or whatever. That's not what that doesn't register with me at all. I just want to meet new people and that kind of thing. So I appreciate what that person was trying to do for me, but the fact that they had absolutely no clue what I looked like or what country I was in, I was like, no, I'm just done. And I laid it all out very nicely in an email, like I wasn't attacking the person or anything, but I said, look, you clearly had no clue who I was. I'm not interested. When I do lives for other people, I do it because I know them and I love them and I like their channels and I like what they do and I like what they teach and blah blah blah. And I said this just isn't doing it for me. So yeah, that was that over and done with. And now I find when I go on lives, if I check into it, and I've only done it once yesterday, I checked into a live that this person was on and I was completely ignored. And I said, look, I will still watch lives that you're on and whatever. And I was ignored yesterday. And actually the live was even, to be honest, the live was cut off pretty quickly after I made my appearance. Now the time was up and everything, but still it was a bit, other people said hi and then live was over. When my name was mentioned, it was just a bit weird. But anyway, oh wow, Jackie, that's wild, unreal. Yeah, I was not impressed at all, I have to say. Gatekeepers. Thick skin is required, yeah. Yeah. These are important lessons to learn. Look who's here! Danilo, you must have heard us talking about you, did you? We were talking about you. So Miss Tarot D was asking, when are you going to join me for a live again? I love and appreciate how authentic you are, Jackie. Thank you very much, Heather. Boundaries are definitely key, Gerald. I just couldn't. I mean, I did think, will I do the live? Maybe get a few more subscribers, but I was just like, no, it's just been ruined for me and I'm not doing it, So Danilo, get on to me. You've been called out now this evening. Miss Tardy wants to see you on a live with me again. And all the peeps there are saying, I wanna put this up on the screen because it sounds interesting. Jackie just described my dating life and were they all surprised when I showed up on their doorsteps. Miss Tardy, I love your cheeky deck. I know you're I love it. It's fierce cute. I think you're the only person who I've seen use it. It's just such a cheeky deck. It really is. Danilo, I hope you're keeping well. Send me an email, will you, and let me know when we're going to do a live for Miss Tarot D. And I'll have to give Miss Tarot D plenty of warning to make sure she's on the live when. What is Maya talking about? I recommend bringing an umbrella. For what? What did I miss? I value authenticity as well. The only way I know how to be. Yeah. Yeah. And I don't I know people, and don't get me wrong, I know people spend so much time and effort. Like I know Rain has done all sorts of courses and she's done amazing work. Like her intros for our TTTs on Tuesday, all the editing she does for her videos and stuff. But that's just not me. I just want to go live the way I am. No makeup. I know the girls don't wear makeup either, but I just couldn't be arsed putting on makeup. My hair is all wild and Irish these days. It's getting, the longer it's getting, the curlier it gets. But I'm just not interested in all the time and effort for editing and all the rest. I just love going live, being myself, take me as I am. I'm not interested in editing out bits where I say bad words if I say bad words or make mistakes or whatever. I just don't care. This is what I want to do, and that's it. So that would have to be Frank, this one. My tiles, which was 266, including shipping. So yeah, I do lives for laughs and fun. You're another one I'd love to do a live with someday too, Miss Tardy. So let me know if you're up to it someday. I would absolutely love that because you're a legend. I prefer quality over quantity. Yes. I see the gang is in. Happy to see you all. They are, Maya. Looking forward to tonight. Oh, I saw that, lads. Your live tonight is at midnight my time. It's unlikely I'll be awake, but on the off chance that I am, I'll be on. But it's unlikely. Don't worry, you'll have no problem. Me too. Right, Terrace Dash. I'm like, whoa, yikes. No. You all need an X list, Terror tubers to avoid. No. I will do a live with you again for sure. Thanks for the invitation. You better. You better. Lads, can someone take a screenshot there so we have proof? We need to think of some cool topics too. We could even do readings maybe with your decks or something like that. It'd be fun. Because I love the Cheeky Tarot. It's so cool. I answered that, or did you post that a second time, or did I answer that? Oh my God, we spoke up with our magic. We love you, dear. Yeah, absolutely. We conjured Danilo. That was someone planning to visit Ireland. Yes, that's right. Okay. Do you know what? Realistically, Maya, there's no point bringing an umbrella. A raincoat would be better because we always have wind here, and the wind would just take you away with the umbrella like Mary Poppins. Miss Charity, I take your love. Thanks so much. Aww. I love it. So what else do we have? I don't wear any makeup. I'm a natural beauty. Absolutely. You are. She's a star now. Oh, what does this mean? It probably means please do a live with Jackie, I'd imagine. A natural beauty for sure. Absolutely. Let's see. No. When they were small, they used to sit around with me, all right, and play with cards, but not anymore. Yeah. Someday again, maybe. Who knows? Even though I can't hear you saying it. Yeah, it would be nice to hear her saying it, all right. I find that with live readings, you get the same people hoping the reading made you, oh, stop. I have called people out on other people's lives. I remember once I was on, I forget whose live I was on, and someone asked a question, and they literally only asked it like an hour before on someone else's live. So I put up a comment because I was a mod. I put up a comment and I said, I can't remember who it was. I mean, it doesn't matter now, but it was years ago. But someone said, screenshot email to you. Thanks a million. I said to someone, I says, did you not get the answer to that question on the live there an hour ago on so and so's channel or whatever? And they disappeared anyway, quick enough. But people do, they just keep hopping. They literally keep hopping from live to live to live to live, asking the same question over and over again. It's ridiculous. And I remember one fella who used to be on someone's live years ago, and none of you would even know her, even if I did say her name, because she hasn't been doing lives in a long time. But he asked, "Will myself and my ex-girlfriend get back together, whatever?" And he says, "I asked someone else on another channel, and they had no intuition whatsoever. They got it all wrong, and they said we'll never get back together." And I was like, "So you didn't get the answer yes, so that person is no good, and you decided to ask someone else the exact same question." And again, he disappeared. It's crazy. Like, people don't understand that you have to actually trust in the answers you get, you know? Um, just gonna scroll up there again. Oh, that's what, yeah, okay. And I was wondering what Heather was talking about. Sandy, yes, it's frustrating. It pisses me off. Absolutely. Is your husband also interested in tarot? I gave him his own deck a few years ago because he kept, every time I get a new deck, he sits down and he's like, "So, are we pulling cards?" He's always interested in them. So I handed him his own, one of my many copies of the RWS deck a few years ago. But sure, does he pull them out and read them for himself? No, he keeps asking me. Um, Tarot cards are so pretty. I always think they would appeal to children. Yeah, I actually have. There's, oh, what's her name? I think she's Julianne Victoria. She's on YouTube. She created a kids majors only tarot deck a few years back, and I got a copy. And I did make a video with my uncle showing the cards himself. It's actually, do you know what? I think when I posted it, it posted privately or something. I'll have to fix the settings because I think people can watch it, but they can't. I think it's in my deck reviews playlist, but I don't think you can comment on it because I think at the time, I didn't really know much about the settings on YouTube. So I'm going to look back over that and see if I can fix it so that people can watch and comment. It was fairly cute, him going through his tarot deck and showing him off. And I tagged her, and she commented, and the whole lot. It was lovely. Tarot cards are so pretty. I always think they would appeal to children. Yeah, and there's plenty of people have created tarot decks for children anyway. I always beat you to it, Gerald. Lol, jinx. Reading for the same people, same questions is not helpful to anyone involved, and it takes away from someone else that may not read. Absolutely, yeah. Like, I go into a lot of your lives, lads, where you're doing readings, and I rarely ask for reading because, and I do always, as a mod on most of your channels anyway, I do like to put up a post and say, if you don't get a reading, stay on and listen to other people's readings, because often someone else's readings can give you the exact answer that you need from a question that you had in your mind anyway. You don't even have to ask a question of every live you go on. Jackie, someone did that this past week 3 times. I definitely call them out. They blew it off, of course. Yeah. It drives me nuts. May have a unicorn in their name. Yes, Roots and Waves, I saw your last week. I like using the giveaway tool to pick the people getting a reading. Is that something? How does that work, Gerald? Is that through StreamYard or what? I mean, I'm pretty sure you're on kind of paid versions of things anyway, but you've probably heard me saying I'm only on free versions of everything: free YouTube, free StreamYard. And I do have to look into Zoom, but if I could get away with using a free version, I would. But it depends on how many people I can have on. I mean, I know the girls at the start said 30 minutes. 30 minutes would be grand for a half-hour class, but it's paid StreamYard, okay. Okay. Yeah. I just tend to kind of try to obviously stare people as they go, when they do hashtag me or whatever for if they want a reading, and just stare them and work my way through. But I do try to cap it anyway at the 10 to keep it within the hour, and that. That way, at least I get through everyone that's asked. StreamYard Backstage is free. You could do it that way also, Jackie. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. But on a so on a free StreamYard, you have 6 people, isn't it? Up to 6 people on screen, or is it 10? Yeah, I didn't think of that. I learned of that tool thanks to you at TerraStash, and I love using it, but it still picks some of the same people. Oh, okay. Here, look. All technology has its issues. 6 for the free version. Okay. Yeah. See, that would be a nice number though for a class, you know. I don't want to do big classes online either, because it's nice to keep it small and just have that bit more time for everyone, you know. Interesting. So you're giving me all sorts of ideas here, lads. So Backstage StreamYard, it would go under unlisted. Okay, cool. Interesting. So keep at me, lads, to look into Zoom anyway, because I do want to look into Zoom. But StreamYard Backstage is a good idea too. Okay. I like it, lads. I like it. And yes, thanks to people like Gerald, you're a whiz at the all YouTube and StreamYard and everything. Anyway, there's been plenty of times where when I started doing my lives, and you were in the chat, and I was trying to figure out how to do things, and you were, talking me through it while I was live. So Gerald is always amazing for giving the advice and teaching you how to use stuff. Back at the start when I didn't have a clue, and some of the girls hadn't been doing lives yet either, so they didn't know. So Gerald now, and I know Jane would have given me some tips here and there as well, or even when I was on other people's lives and I'd ask questions in the chat about how to do something on StreamYard or YouTube, Like, I know you can't, either Gerald or Jane would have told me that on StreamYard you can't add someone as a mod in the chat, whereas if you do a live just through YouTube, you can click on the little dots at the side of the message and add them as a mod there straight away. Little things like that. I love all those little things. I believe that we need to support each other. When one of us succeeds, we all succeed. Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. And I love, and you're all the same, lads, all of you in your lives. When I jump into the chat, and I love how we all get so excited every time we all jump into each other's chats when we're live, I just love that. It's really nice. So, does anyone have any other questions, or will I just do an all three? I have so many notifications and texts and all sorts. Bloody hell, you'd swear. Like, when I'm not doing a live, no one's looking for me, and then when I'm doing a live, everyone's looking for me. The reader clearly says no third-party reading, and they do still. Yeah. I've heard, lads, I've heard people do some bizarre readings over the years. There was someone once asked a question of a tarot reader. Now, I wouldn't do this in a million years, but they said something like, and I don't remember which way it was, but I'm just giving an example. I think my wife is cheating on me with a fella at work. Is it true? Kind of a thing, And cards were pulled, and the reader says, yeah, these cards are definitely showing that, yeah, your wife's cheating on you with the fella at work, and blah blah blah. And I was going, Jesus Christ, like, do you know? I mean, that's not even a question that should have been allowed to be asked, let alone the reader pulling the cards and answering that. Jesus, like, I wouldn't even, if I pulled cards that I thought said, no, they're not cheating on you, absolutely not, I still wouldn't do it. Do you know what I mean? That is just terrible, because that is breaking up two families possibly. And I like that just blew my mind. Like, I wouldn't be reading on anyone else, or things like, I'm just wiping dust off my screen, or things like, health or pregnancy. I certainly don't have anything to do with politics and all this kind of crap. Do you know what I mean? There are some questions that are best for a private reading, if ever. Yeah. So much trouble, Gerald. I was Like I was gobsmacked when the question was asked first, and I thought, oh, it won't be answered. But no problem doing it. Yeah, yeah, absolutely, Sandy. There are a lot of other tarot channels out there that do that, and it becomes like Jerry Springer. I can imagine. Jesus Christ, lads. It was just terrible. But it's true for Gerald, yeah, if ever. Like, that's just something I wouldn't do. No way. It's just crazy. I did have someone ask me a few years ago, oh, this person is a wife, like, oh, my neighbour is always flirting with me. Should I do something about it? I was like, no. And I'm not pulling cards on it. It all comes down to ethics. It differs from reader to reader. It's important people find a reader that aligns with them. Absolutely. Yeah. And I explain to people, like, there's not many people these days that still refer to tarot reading as fortune telling, right? And I do explain that to people. I'm like, when I pull cards, the cards are showing me your energy, right? And they're showing me what's gone on, like, say, past, present, future reading, right? They're showing me what's been going on recently for you, what kind of energy you're in now because of what's been going on, and the likely outcome if you continue on the path that you're on. And I explain to people, obviously, if the future card is a minor arcana card, great. It's nothing to stress about, even if it is the likes of Ten of Swords, because you can change that outcome. You have free will. You don't have to pay any attention to the cards if you don't want to. And you have free will, and you can change the outcome. I like to explain to people the movie, what's her bloody name? Do you know the movie Sliding Doors? I can't think of her name. But she gets out of bed, she gets stressed, and she runs off down the street to go to work. She misses the metro or whatever, the underground tube thingy. And she goes back to her apartment, and the husband is after bringing another woman in the meantime, and she finds him in bed with someone else. And it goes off on that tangent and shows what her life ends up like. And on the second scenario, she doesn't miss the tube. She goes to work, and she never finds out that the husband's cheating on her, and her life goes in a different direction. So it all comes down to choices we make every day. Every single thought we have, every single different decision we make changes the outcome. So even if you decide in a reading that when you say look at past, present, future, you're going to look at 3 months into the past, 3 months into the future, even at that, it could change the next day, because it all depends on our mind frame and our decision making processes. Who was the president of Ireland? His name is Michael D. Higgins. He's a man of about, I don't know, 4 foot nothing. He's a tiny little fella. He's about 90 years old. I'm probably exaggerating a little bit, lads. But yeah, he's a little tiny fella, and we never see him. Today's show is brought to you by Rephrase. Are you referring to Gerald and all his word of the day? I love that. I know on one of Gerald's lives, there was Gerald had some word that came up, and it was just epic. I loved it. I can't remember what it was. But I remember putting in the chat, another word I love is sarcophagus. Now, it's not a word you can use often enough, but it's from watching a lot of Egyptian stuff. I love the word sarcophagus, but I can't remember what the word. There was an epic word on one of Gerald's lives too. Oh no, the solicitor was happy. I'm just going back along the chat there, lads, just to make sure I didn't miss anything important. It all comes down to ethics. It differs from reader to reader. Yeah, it's important people find a reader that aligns with them. What's this one? All sorts of readers out there, and that's great. Myself, I'm not comfortable reading on certain topics, legal, medical, political, and third party. I will help someone rephrase. Yeah, you can do that, you know. There's a lot of times if they're asking a question, you can rephrase it to make it about them and not other people or whatever, you know. Like if someone was asking some sort of a dodgy health question, you could say like, what can this person do to build up their own health or whatever, you know. I'm just getting a reading. I usually get a reading from Jane and Hershey or Jane and Hurl in the beginning of the week, and that's pretty much it for me. Great way to start off your week, huh? So I think I have answered everyone's questions and more or less seen all the chat. What I want to do is I'm just going to pull 3 cards, lads, for the week ahead. What day are we? We're Saturday. So now I'm trying to figure out what that word might have been. Yeah. Do you know, it wasn't a word, obviously, that you'd hear of all the time. Frank, please don't even. I am so sick of that disgusting fecker. Heather is obsessed with the words fecker and feckin' Egypts and all that. No, it wasn't moist. No, 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 no. No, that's a very everyday kind of word. No, this was something that's not used often enough at all, at all. If I ever think of it, I'll I'll let you know, Gerald. Holy Mother of God. Some people have no patience, I swear to God. The fella whose kids I drive to school is texting me nonstop. I seem to be the person who in Cove who everyone thinks that I know everything. Now, in fairness, I do know most things and I know most people. So so when people want to know anything about someone or about something that's going on, they get on to me. They seem to think I'm the Cove News. So yeah, the fella whose kids I take to school every day is texting me there nonstop since I came on the live. He obviously wants some information or other. It's funny. If I don't like what Gerald says, then I ask Ange. Can fate be altered? But no, but tarot can hold your hand. Ooh, I love that. I nearly missed that, Sandy. Can fate be altered? No, but tarot can hold your hand. Absolutely. I like that. Gerald is the wordsmith. Yeah. A good question is, how did I miss all this? These, a good question is critical to a helpful reading. Absolutely, yeah. Yeah. Most certainly. Okay, I just want to check now and see did I miss anything else? Heather, language. Shop around for the reading that gives you the answer you want. Yeah, crazy, huh? So, guys, just to wrap it up, first of all, thanks a million to everyone for being here. Thanks to everyone watching on replay. Lads, one thing I often forget is after the live, if you haven't hit the thumbs up already, please do. Also, after the live, stick an old comment under the live when it's posted, lads, because that does apparently, allegedly, help with the algorithms. Oh my, I almost forgot to give this video a thumbs up. So yes, hit the thumbs up, comment afterwards. Fatima, I will warn you, Fatima is always the first. So if anyone can beat Fatima, I'll have to send you a gift, lads. I'll have to. Thanks for posting that, Miss Tara D. You're the best. Even if you just put emojis in the comments. Yes, absolutely anything. Like, even if I don't answer everyone's comments on my channels, I always hit the little heart, you know, on their comments. So yeah, please do all that YouTubey things, as Hershey would say after the live, right? I'm sorry, Jackie. Look, I'll forgive you this time, Heather, but just no more language, right? No more language. That's my second word anyway. So lads, I'm going to pull 3 cards, right? So what I'm going to pull for the week ahead, which is, now I just want to check the date. So today is the 9th, 10th, 11th. So Monday the 11th, for the week of Monday the 11th of November, I'm going to pull 3 cards. I am using my tarot tiles, my Sawyer Redux Hex tiles by Jamie Sawyer. So sorry, 3 cards are, I love sarcophagus. Oh, I love it. I get goosebumps every time I hear or think of sarcophagus. It's just a beautiful word, isn't it? It really is. So my 3 cards, Fatima. I will give everyone 30 seconds to be first. I love it. So the 3 cards, oh my God, I'll get there, lads. The 3 cards I'm going to pull is what to let go of this coming week, what to focus on this week, and the energy coming in this week, right? Now, do remember, we're in the shadow of a Mercury retrograde. I believe the Mercury retrograde is about the 24th or 5th. So we're already in the shadow of that. So be prepared for all that drama, lads, right? So what to let go of this coming week is, ooh, that's interesting. So I would read this as if it's in reverse, lads, because Ace of Wands obviously is the potential there for new beginnings in relation to kind of fire wands energy, you know. So it's like new beginnings, new opportunities, new things in life that you're very passionate about that you want to attract. So it's as if it's in reverse. You need to let go of, I suppose, thinking that the opportunities aren't there for you. Do you know what I mean? So don't be in a lack mentality. Let go of a lack mentality this coming week, right? What to focus on? Ooh, is the Queen of Swords. So myself and Heather on this coming Wednesday night, which is the 13th, I believe, are doing a live for her Queen's Chamber series. So we are doing the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords is my card. I am Libra. So what to focus on is, now, like I said earlier on in my reading, this queen, the other 3 swords court cards, the clouds are up around the heads of the person. So the queen has her head way above the clouds. The clouds are down here and her head is way up here. So the Queen of Swords is very clear-minded. She has her head out of the clouds. She's not, not seeing things clearly. She sees everything. She has her sword ready for action. She's cutting through the bullshit. So let go of this lack mentality of thinking you have no opportunities available to you. You need to have a positive mindset. Focus on being clear cut in everything you say and do, and those who you interact with, and all the rest of it. And the energy coming in this week, Miss Charity and everyone else, thanks for putting up all those lovely links and stuff there for us for people's channels and whatnot. So the energy coming in, oh my God, the 3 of Cups. So the 3 of Cups, lads, you all know, is a beautiful celebratory energy, which is perfect considering we're here celebrating my 700 subs. So I love that. So we need to keep this celebratory energy going for this week, okay? And this kind of energy is what's going to keep us out of this lack mentality that we need to let go of this week, okay? So I'm going to take a picture in a sec of those 3 cards and I'm going to put them up in my post. So time to hit the pub. No, Jackie doesn't do pubs. You can go to the pub for me if you want. So I'm going to take a picture of those 3 cards, lads, in a minute, and I'm going to put them up on my post so that you can all see them and focus on them. Even save the picture and focus on them for the week ahead, lads, okay? So let go of a lack mentality and thinking there's no opportunities available to you. Focus on the Queen of Swords and being clear-cut in your decisions and all the rest of it. And the energy coming in is the 3 of Cups celebration energy. 3 of Cups, yay, that's the celebration here for Jackie and our live stream tonight, Miss Tardy and Indigo Jagger. Absolutely, yeah. I don't know, did you hear me saying, and if by any chance at all I am awake at midnight, I will jump on that live. I'd love to see. Tomorrow is Sunday, I suppose. Now I do get up early every Sunday morning because I go to the beach with my friends and all the dogs and stuff. So yeah, I might try and stay up for your live because I'd love to see it. Congratulations on 700 subscribers. I'm happy I was able to join the celebration. I'm delighted you are too, Gerald. Thank you very much. So, lads, I'm going to wrap it up there. I think I've seen all the lovely comments he left there. And I hope you resonated with that beautiful reading for the week ahead. So keep it in mind. Like I said, I'll post a picture of the cards on my posts, which used to be community tab. I don't know why they changed it, but anyway. So yeah. So as soon as this live ends, Fatima did say, I'm going to put it up, look. She said, I will give everyone 30 seconds to be first in commenting after the live. So thanks for that. So guys, I am going to... Sorry, wait now. Thanks, Miss Tardy. Love you. Yeah, we all love you, Miss Tardy. I love all of you, lads. You're the best. Yay, Jackie. You are so talented, Jackie. Thanks, Frank. Bye, everyone. Karen goes live at 3 p.m. for Saturday reads. Come on over. Yes, Karen is live right now too, isn't she? That's right. Love and light to anyone and many blessings. Congratulations, Jackie. Many more for you, sweetheart. All lads. Mwah. Love you all. Thank you so, so much for being here. And thanks to everyone watching back afterwards. Much continued luck and success. Thanks, Miss Tardy. Miss Tardy, send me an email if you're up to doing a live with me someday. Whenever you're feeling up to it, okay? Blessings all. See you soon. I am about this evening. Thanks, Sandy. Bye, everyone. I am going